Welcome to tacosandgeeks.com. Justin here, back with more film reviews. And today we're going to be reviewing a film I have been personally anticipating ever since the trailer dropped, and that is Godzilla Minus One. Before I begin my review, I want to give a huge thank you to Japan Society for hosting the press screening and inviting us to check out the film. And you can check out Japan Society and all information on Japan Society in the link in the description below. Once again, thank you to Japan Society. Definitely check them out if you live in New York City. They have so much to offer, from screeners to art, music, culture. Definitely highly recommend them. So click on the link in the description below. Even if you're not in New York, still check them out and give them support. Now, as always, I gave you a brief synopsis. So here we go. Post war Japan is at its lowest point when a new crisis emerges in the form of a giant monster, Godzilla, baptized in the horrific power of the atomic bomb. Now, for those who've been following this film and have been keeping up with this film, you've probably seen tons of reviews and heard from word of mouth from either your favorite YouTuber, your favorite TikToker, Instagrammer, or press outlet. And you probably heard so much praise about the film. Greatest Godzilla film ever. The 5 stars. This is a must watch. This is a masterpiece. And for the most part, this is 100% true. And for me, I dare to say that this is the best Godzilla film in decades. I truly believe that they really captured the spirit of the original and really just made Godzilla more of a force of nature, more of a force to be reckoned with. And I thought they did a really good job of emphasizing that, of what Godzilla is able to do here. But it's not just the fact that we have a, not to use wrestling terms, a heel Godzilla. We have a human story that everyone is going to be able to connect with, not just with our main character, Koichi. We have side characters, we have supporting cast that all have a chip on their shoulder. And this, putting this film in a setting of post World War II, where Japan is still recovering from the atomic bomb. So they're going through it. They're going through a lot of hardship, a lot of struggles. There's a lot of things happening at this time politically, that was really against Japan. And then you introduce Godzilla into the mix, and he is just a force of nature. There are scenes in here where the kills are brutal. You're gonna see some kills. You're gonna see Godzilla kill people, and it's brutal when he does it. The opening scene and introduction of Godzilla really puts the stamp on, like, okay, this is not the Godzilla versus Kong. This is not the Godzilla of the past. This is the OG Godzilla that's a force to be reckoned with, and I absolutely love this film. And to go a little bit more deeper in to the characters here and why this is such, I would say, one of the most more emotional Godzilla films. And I think it really works here for the human side of the story, because we get a lot of time with Koichi. We get a lot of time with the other cast and the other characters in this. We get to see the effects of not just war, but of what Godzilla's presence has done, and how these people have to constantly rebuild and try to move on. You have characters that are suffering, especially Koichi, who are suffering from this PTSD because he was a pilot in the war. And they have this great theme throughout the whole film, and that theme is to live. And this is a spoiler free review, so I'm not going to go into details of how this theme encompasses the film or how this theme relates to our main character, Koichi. But the way it's handled, the way it's done, it is spectacular. I was in the room, I was in the theater with other press people. There were people who were sniffing, people on the verge of tears in certain moments of this film, because it really does hit you, because they did such a great job of building the human characters. You feel a camaraderie with them. You feel that you want them all to live. This is the first Godzilla movie I personally watched where I was just like, he needs to go. We have to end Godzilla. That's how good this film did. It made me not only fear Godzilla, it made me hate Godzilla. And it's rare because we have Godzilla versus Kong. I'm cheering Godzilla on. We have Godzilla in these other films where he's, not to use wrestling analogies again, he's the baby face, he's the good guy. He's facing Mothra, he's facing these other monsters. You're cheering for Godzilla to win. Here, no, nope, no other monsters. If there's any spoiler, there's no monsters. No, nope. This is all Godzilla wrecking stuff, destroying stuff, eating stuff, killing stuff. It is pure carnage when Godzilla's on screen. And they did introduce something which I thought was pretty cool. I won't spoil it, but it had the entire audience gasp because they're like, how, that's not fair. One of the press people said, but overall, we talk a little bit more about the film. To end it, I want to say that the directing is phenomenal. Cinematography. This was a $15 million budget film, and it looks gorgeous. There might be, I would say, one or two shots where the CG, you can tell it's like, okay, they didn't put too much budget on certain CGs. Like certain, like this, there's one scene where Godzilla's in the water, and you can tell like the CG, it looks bad in this particular shot. But for the most part, for what they did with this $15 million budget, which is very modest these days, they did a phenomenal job. I mean, the cinematography, the way it looks like the 40s from like, give it, we don't give costume designers a lot of, we don't really give the crew enough credit when it comes to filmmaking here. Give it up to the director of photography. Give it up to the costume designers. Give it up to the sound designers, the people who do the audio in this. They did a phenomenal job here. And speaking of audio, the music in this film is amazing. And I know I sound repetitive every time I talk about films. I forgive me, but it does have a point in this one. What they did with this score is phenomenal. This score invokes so much emotion. When Godzilla is on a tear, you feel it. When Godzilla is basically being this complete menace, when he's stomping, you have themes that will go with the dun-dun-dun-dun. It goes so good. There is emotional beats here with our characters Koichi and his band of friends in the military that just hits the heart because there's so much to unravel here. I'm definitely have to do a spoiler review when it comes out December 1st. But yeah, I'm going to give this film a 4.5 stars. It is a must watch. You must watch the film if you call yourself a Godzilla fan. It's one of the best films of the year, one of the best Godzilla films in a decade. You have great characters that you're going to connect with. You have beautiful cinematography, a fantastic score. You have Godzilla back full heel in the menace. You're going to see one kill that you're going to go, woo! And it comes out of nowhere, too, because Godzilla is fierce in this. You're going to fear the king of the monsters in this film. Definitely check this one out. This is Justin from otakusandgeeks.com. If you like what we do here, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on otakusandgeeks.com, browse our website, check out our Toy Fair coverage, check out New York Comic Con coverage, check out Anime NYC coverage, check out coverage. We do a lot, so check out our coverage over there at otakusandgeeks.com. Once again, a huge thank you to Japan Society for the press screening, and definitely check them out in the link in the description. And later days, catch you on the next one.